Good evening.
All right. Good afternoon, all. How are we doing today?
sir. Good evening. And
How are you? Feeling tired?
not really.
Oh, okay. All right, then.
You sound tired.
Oh, if I tell you that I'm not tired, I'll be not speaking the truth. I think I said to you, no, I didn't say to you because I never had you yesterday. So
Yeah.
following the open day on Tuesday and then us finishing class
Yeah.
minutes to 10 o'clock on Tuesday night, um, I had a terrible headache. I had a terrible headache. And Wednesday was a rough one. So I had a class on Wednesday that I had to postpone because I was just out of it. So today I had to double up. So I normally teach 11 to 1. So I went from
Um,
11 to 3. So, but
cause,
go ahead.
mhm. Oh, 'cause I was there today,
You
myself
serious?
and yes, me and Siobhan, and we were hunting. Well, I was looking for you. Siobhan wasn't really looking for you, sir, just to know. Yeah, it
Oh
was just
no.
yeah.
So why never send an email?
Sir,
You should have
me,
sent an
me
email
never
because I was actually in 100B today. I was in
really.
100B from I was in 100B from and from enter block B, you're gonna hear me loud mouth. I was in
Sir,
100B
but I
from
was that's the first place I came to.
no
And
man. I
then
was
one
there.
of your colleagues said that your office was up around at A, so we went around A, and then we asked a miss, I don't remember her name, but another teacher called. She does like yeah. So she was calling. She tried calling you, and well, two teachers tried calling you, but they didn't get to you. So
You
we
know,
ended up losing.
you are the second. The vice principal secretary said she was calling me too, but I think my phone was in my bag. And oh, Rockstone, 24 missed calls. Oh, oh, that was yesterday. Oh, sorry. Um, no, I don't. For today, there. What time you came there? I don't see.
In
I don't.
the morning,
No, I don't see. The missed calls that I have for today are people.
WhatsApp calls,
Oh, it's a
straight
WhatsApp call.
calls.
Okay, sorry, I never checked the
Yeah.
WhatsApp. Yeah, but I was there, man. I doubled up today. Um,
Um,
and I mean, I really had a good. No, sir. I don't get a missed call from none of my colleagues today. All of the calls that I have on WhatsApp are from my contacts. You should have sent me an email, man, because I had a tablet out teaching from.
I
So
I was thinking to do that, sir, but
yeah. So and other
yeah.
emails came in, and I was able to respond. I was able to respond in real time to those things because I was teaching and then I gave them some stuff. So my class originally is from 11 to 1. So I wanted to capture the same room to go 1 to 3, but when I went outside and at 1 o'clock and looked, I saw a lady sitting at the entrance and I asked her if she has a class and she says, yeah, she has a 1 to 3. So I then went upstairs to the physics lab to continue my other 2 hours. So downstairs, upstairs, you'd have heard me, but anyhow, one of these other days, let me know when next you come in, man. We can
Sir, I
we can
don't
plan.
usually plan to go out there. I just get up and go.
Well, you one of these
So
days you have to plan.
Sorry,
Mr.
question.
Chisholm, go ahead, Alex.
What are the hours you're available at school?
All right, so I am there. I'm there every day generally. However, because I teach in the evenings, I can't be there. Well, it's not ideal for me to be there after 3 o'clock. Like the last time I had your class, last week Thursday to be exact. No, not last week Thursday. Week before last Thursday. No. Last week Thursday. Last week Thursday we had
The
a
day when it came late, sir. When the
right,
meeting and everything.
right. So they call a meeting at 3 o'clock. So I know once them call a meeting 3 o'clock, that meeting not going to finish at 4. Even if the meeting finishes at 4, there is no way I can get home in order to have our class. I will be in transit. So it's best for me to just stay put and just have class where I'm at because there's no way I can move. But yeah, so generally I try to finish leave out so that I can, be in a space. I don't like when I'm in my class and case in point now, the Wi-Fi. I don't know if anybody else is having issues with their connectivity, but on campus, I mean, I have my data, so I always have my data with me. But my other colleagues can't get on to different sites and so forth because the internet is just very unstable. So yeah, I don't. If you notice how I guess you will notice because I mean I had you from last term. When it comes on to my sessions, I don't play with it, and I get very annoyed when the internet is up and down, and I'm in and out, and I can't have the class. It really takes a toll because I know how I would feel, even though I know some students don't want to have class, but I still have a syllabus to complete, whether or not I'm tired or so forth. But yeah, it is what. Oops, it is. Sorry, it is what it is. All right. So again, I I was having a conversation with a colleague of mine just before class time, and that person is actually on leave, but had a class last semester, and I asked, how far are you with the marking? And she said, "Boy, Sir Shand, from morning me sit down one place and I mark." I said, "But just look at you. You are on leave. You don't have all these other things to do. Get up and get ready for go work and so forth and so on, and you are struggling. What about me who have to get up and go do this and plan open day and then we have to turn around and but teach a class face to face and then come back for evening class and to mark." I remember that I have um an outstanding deliverable. I am not alone. I don't know if you have received any other grades, but I'm not alone. Quite a number of my colleagues are, we are in this thing together. Um, I thought to myself to just take off a couple of days. I mean, it won't affect your classes because I would still be available to teach the classes in the evenings. But I thought that I would have just take off a couple of days and just work remotely so I can just be focused and just dedicate some stuff. It is rough, and normally it doesn't take me this long to mark the papers because, and you will understand as I'm not finding an excuse, but just tell you, traditionally when we're marking exam papers, there is one standard solution, and every script that I pick up, I know. What I do when I'm marking papers, I will go through, and which is I will ask you to tick the questions that you've selected on the front of the thing. If those are not ticked, I will go through the question booklet, or sorry, the answer booklet, and I will see all those who did question one. The question ones are together, the question twos are together. So I try to put the papers according to questions. So I know I'm marking question one now, so all the question ones are together. The other papers are away from me because at least when I see a smaller batch, I feel like I'm marking. Now, when I finish question one, if I decide that I want to mark question four next, I then go through the whole pile again and take out all the question fours and I just mark it. And because it's one standard solution. So every script that I take up for the students that did question four is the same script that I was gonna do. But you would recognize that in this dispensation for last semester, that the solutions are not standard. True or false?
True.
Yeah, man. So that in and of itself is a deterrent. You take out the papers to start mark. You just get a little antsy and jittery, and then by the time you're supposed to do that, you have to break and go do something. Is either prepare for a class. Last night with my splitting headache, I had to be preparing for this course that I'm teaching. Is a I've done some work with this course before, but it's the first time that I'm teaching that course in its entirety. A team member was sick. team member eventually died, and I took over the class. So I did the last half of the class. So I've never done the first half of the class before. So, I have to be preparing, stuff and, la di la, la di di. So it is rough. So I say to you again, you will all stay with me for Calculus 2. I'm not asking anybody to leave Calculus 2. And I am doing this because I have to be fair to my students. I keep telling people, I have to be a fair person because one, I have to throw my tithes. I have to pray at night time. I have to pray in the mornings. I have to pray throughout the course of the day. And I want to see God's face. So I have to be true to myself. I have to be true to you. You are all going to be here. So I'm getting one or two stuff. Sir, I want to get the override to the other courses. I can't give the override for Calculus 2 just yet until I have completed the marking those papers. When the papers are completed, if and they will be completed, I can tell you my deadline. I have my own deadline. By the end of this month, on or before the end of this month, the papers should be fully marked. Both sets of papers that I have should be fully marked. If there's any student that is disenfranchised in terms of failing the course, I will then say to you, you need to pick up the Calculus 1. And I personally will do the review of the Calculus 1. It means that I have to go write a Calculus 1 paper. And incidentally, I have exam papers to write in all of what is happening. And then no, it depends on
No, so
how
sorry for me.
and
Never,
depend
never left indeed.
that's all right, Crosswell. And depending on how badly, if there's any student who fails, and as I said before, I have done it in the past. Um so if there is so it hold on a minute, please, students. Hold on. Sorry, here I got distracted a while ago. What was I saying to you again? Oh yeah, so I'm saying to you, if if I've done it in the past, if a student, say for example, all that I do, I review the paper and there is no way I can find anything and a student got, say, a 48%. 47 is too far off, but a 48%, and it's a D plus. Trust me, I will allow you to continue. And I know that I'm being recorded. I have done it in the past. It is not the first time. I would allow you, if you have a 48 or a 49, and there is no way I can find that 2 marks and 2 marks is different from 2%. So I don't want anybody to think if you get a 48, then sir, you couldn't give me 2 marks. It's not 2 marks. A 48, a overall grade of 48 would work out roughly to be about 15%. All right. So, and yeah, so even if you get 5% more or 6% more, that would just carry to 49%, 49 marks overall. So percent is different from mark. But the point I'm making though is if there's any student who, when I press equal, gets a 47 is too far off, but say a 48 or a 49, I will allow you to continue with the Calculus 2. But you must pay for and resit the Calculus 1 together with the Calculus 2. Right? So I have facilitated my students like that over the years, and you guys are no different. So just work with me. You will be fine. You don't have to worry. Say, but sir, I want to. You don't have to worry. You will be fine. I know this course has a prerequisite, but I am the teacher of the course, and I'm saying that you're going to be fine. You are going to be fine. So just work with me. Just continue to encourage me to you know to stay put and to mark the papers and so forth and so on. Matter of fact, I don't want to ask me about the papers because it puts me in an anxiety mode because I know that I have it out. Um, I have been going to bed very late, trying to get some stuff done up. And you know that I did this last semester with the teaching of the business calculus fast tracked or the block scheduling stuff. And, but anyhow, that's that's what is happening. I think it's important for me to give you an update. But tonight, though, um, tonight, let me just go back. All right, so last class, I left the last session not feeling um very encouraged, and without getting into the specificity of it, I left the last session not feeling very encouraged at all, and I have been having some serious thoughts as it relates to the continuation of the Cal 2. It really messed up my headspace, and I'm giving a try for today and tomorrow to see how the session feels, and then I will ultimately make a decision. I personally don't want to cause anyone to feel uncomfortable, um, to the point where someone feels that because a person who is delivering the course may not be competent or whatever the situation is. I'm one who will step back and allow somebody else to go forward. So I'm just going to say, I just needed to say this to you. I really, I really internalized it. I don't know if I should, but and especially when you have been trying and have been facilitating and have been, you know, going through with the, as best as possible with the explanations, and then to hear what it is that you're hearing and the whole stuff, and it really rubbed me the wrong way. But as I said before, I'm giving tonight's session and tomorrow's session um as my true test, and then I will make a decision. If things don't look well, I'll make a decision for next week. When I say I'm serious about it, I am bona fide serious, right? But I just needed to make that announcement up front. Sometimes we have to, not sometimes, all the times we have to be mindful of what you say to others. It has nothing to do with sensitivity, and it's one of the things that irks me as a Christian. If and let me pick up Moya. If Moya says something to me, I say, "Boy, Moya, I'm offended." Lord, sir, you're sensitive. It's not a matter of being sensitive. We are two different individuals. What affects her does not affect me, and what affects me does not affect her, right? And as students, and as working students, as students who are in the field of work or in the working arena, we have to be we have to be mindful, and we also have to be very sensitive, especially when someone is looking out for you. So you have a supervisor who is looking out for you, but yet still even stab the person in the back. It is, it's really unfortunate. It's really not nice. And what is also not nice is me can tell Maya anything because me speak my mind. That's not how my Bible tells me that I'm supposed to operate. If I'm going to crush Maya to a point when I speak my mind, I'm not being a Christian. And so it yeah, anyhow, enough of that said. All right, so let's go. We are in a new season. I'm being very optimistic that these next 2 days will give me clarity of mind as to the direction that I'll take. But we're onto a new topic. I'm excited about this topic because it is fun. It is as fun as Newton Rapson. Let me just stop and ask a
Sir,
question here.
sir, me not too, not sound too fun to win, sir.
What? I'm the Newton Rapson?
No, man, when they say a new topic is fun, not sound too fun.
No, ma. Okay, let me ask you a question because that's where I was going. Um, was Newton Rapson a fun topic?
Yes, it was.
All
See,
right.
I was waiting for the other shoe to drop because it was so easy. I said, something else must need to happen.
And I'm saying to you, Peter, there is nothing
Um,
more to it. I
yeah, in
chatted.
retrospect, it's a very easy topic to remember. Just that there's other steps involved, and if you don't remember it, it will mess you up.
All right.
But it's
In my,
but it's but it's very easy in concept
and I agree with you, Crosswell.
to understand.
And I agree with you, Crosswell. And today in my other Calculus 2 class, I chatted you all. I chatted you all to say, you know, I have some students in my other Calculus 2 class who said that, okay, sir, when is it going to get difficult? And I said, I told you it's not going to get difficult. No, I'm going to tell you, students, when the difficult topic comes, I will tell you. And I will tell you to keep one eye close to the screen and the other iris in the screen because we have difficult areas. But I promise you though, tonight's topic is going to be fun. Tonight's topic, I'm going to be looking at Maclaren's expansion. Maclaren's expansion is fun. Remember, however, that what we're looking at are applications to differentiation and integration. I've not done any application to integration yet because I want to get the differentiation aspect out of the way. So I've already completed one, Newton-Raphson, and now we're going to be looking at another application to differentiation, which is the Maclaren's expansion. Students, you must be able to differentiate inside out, back of your hand, front of your hand. Today I was doing a topic with the other Calculus 2 students, multivariable function, partial derivatives. And they caught it. There were one or two were making a little mistakes. I spent quite a bit of time just sitting with them and telling them to take their books to me. Kind of felt so strange because it's a long time I don't have these face-to-face sessions. But I said, carry book come and I was able to mark book and you want to see teacher mark with reading pen and so forth. I was like, wow, I feel like a teacher again. But they're saying that, sir, okay, when is it going to get hard? I said, it's done. I said, there's nothing more to it. I mean, the partial derivatives, that is. When you get moving to the other aspect of it, no, that's a different sort of calculation. But for the derivatives, that is it. And I will say to you, for Maclaren's, I'm going to try as best as possible to go through a full question so that at least you can see what it looks like. It may take a long time tonight because I'm going to be explaining, but I'm hoping to finish a question in its entirety. Or cockroach. I may not be able to, because I did promise myself that I was going to do something with you. All right. Chevy, I thought about you. When was it? Whichever time I sent Moya the stuff. I remember when I was doing the question on the exponential for Newton-Raphson. Did I get to X4? I'm trying to remember. I don't have it. I don't have. Did I?
You're talking about when we went through it during class?
Yeah, man. The homework question that I went through in class. Did we go through X4? When I was doing it, did
Yeah,
I go? I went
yes,
to
when you went up
X4.
to export. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, with the X4.
I went to X4, but my answers were not converging, don't.
No, it wasn't
Good. But the solutions
No, it
though,
wasn't.
the solution that I gave, when I redid it, the solution that I gave was okay. Was it not?
It was from what we were looking at here, points were lining up.
Right, but hold on there. What I want. Oh Lord, maybe I'm not going to finish Maclaren's in its entirety. Tell me, based on the whiteboard that we had last time around, anybody recognize the error that was being made in class? Because when I did it, when I did it and sent it off to Moyes, it worked out. But I'm wondering why it is that I had that challenge in getting the final
You
answer.
mean with one of the volumes?
Yeah, I mean, I think the solution that I sent to you. I think the solution that I sent to you. When was Tuesday's class? Tuesday was what? Tuesday was the 4th. Four. No,
Tuesday was the day before.
today's which
Tuesday
day?
was the day before.
Tuesday was third.
Today's the
Tuesday was
fifth.
Wednesday. today, Tuesday was Wednesday. Lord Jesus, help me. Tuesday was the 3rd. All right, I'm actually trying to look for the whiteboard. All right. I'm not seeing that. This one says a 4th open board. All right. So the question I'm asking is, were you I'm having a senior moment because I just opened the whiteboard and then I close the whiteboard. And when I close the whiteboard, I am there having a conversation with myself. And then I say, wait, when I gone? And I look down and I recognize I was gone because I was the very one who closed out the Zoom and I was closing the whiteboard. All right, forgive me.
So maybe you can have parallel conversations in your head. That's why.
Oh, possibly. Um, Chevy, I was saying to you though that every answer that
Sure.
I was writing.
I think I saw where we went wrong.
Okay.
Looking back through the working out that we did for previous class,
Mm-hmm.
we were subtracting instead of adding. So, for example, when we reached the third iteration, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
we were subtracting instead of adding values. Because I went through the solution that you provided and I saw that in the working on, I said, oh, sir, add. And I would look back and say, oh, we
Oh,
were subtracting at the time. So that's why the values were skewed.
oh. But I would wonder though why. So initially we were subtracting instead of adding.
Yes, sir. Yes, that was the case.
That means there was a negative sign that we weren't picking up them because you remember the
Yeah.
negative sign in the formula, and the other
Hmm.
negative sign would have changed it to a positive sign. So there's a
Yeah.
negative sign we are ignoring. All right,
Yeah.
you see how these things will just throw you off because I'm saying giving us a question like the um. All right, do you have the whiteboard, Chevy? You have
Sir, I'm not sure to be honest.
all right, never mind. So what I want you to do is I want you to look back at the stuff, the solution because the solution it did work out when I typed it, and it went up to I think correct up to the 4 decimal places if I'm not mistaken. Um, so I want you to look back at that for me, please. Even though we finished that topic, I really want all of you to just to try and go through the Newton Raphson again so that you don't lose it. If you don't use it, you're going to lose it. All right. So I won't spend any more time on that. Um, it's now 5:50. What I'll do is I'm going to use about 10 minutes to introduce a prerequisite to the Newton Raphson, not Newton Raphson, lie, to the Maclaren's expansion. And then no, once it is that we understand that, then no, I will move into the Maclarens. So me tell you say uno, me say One of uno. My other good students not doing that. It's one of the two. And somehow, let's see. G's on P's and Jane in the class, you know. So that means this person.
Sir, me not even me there. Upon what? Oh, me I go screenshot this for Jason so you call her name. Me I give her bad name, sir. Yeah, or me take the screenshot. Mm-hmm. I give the lady bad name.
No, that's not true. I didn't say any such thing. All right. Right, let's go. Let's go. What am I going to do with you now? I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you.
Oh,
Where do I go, Lord? I'm going to give you.
let me see.
I'm going to give you this.
Oh, sing the song.
All right. So I'm going to give you something we call a factorial notation, and the factorial notation is denoted exclamation sign. Grab your calculators for me. See if you can identify the exclamation sign on your calculator. Grab your calculator. You should be able to identify the
Sir,
exclamation sign.
where is the topic name?
Um, Factorial notation. I'm teaching the factorial notation.
Oh. Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
so when you
Oh,
look for when you see x to the minus one, you may see the exclamation sign
yeah,
at
I
the
know where it is at.
submerged,
Factorial. Factorial.
and this will be the raised
Sir,
key
wait, say it name again. Factorial. Oh, see the
notation.
for the top. Mm.
So
Oh,
where
goodness.
where to find it?
It's right beneath the shift for those who are using the Casio FX MS. It's right there.
It's
It
right by the
says
x to the minus one, right?
yes. So it's right there. So you use shift to access that. Shift the shift.
It's on the submerged key. When the x to the minus one is on the raised key.
Sir, sir, why you have to use all of them things? Just say you use the shift and why you have to submerge and all of them something there for.
You sound
Almost
like
confused me.
you sound educated when you use those big words. You can't use the simple words, the shift. You have to say submerged. All right, let's go. All right, so you all know where to find it. Now, I want you to all put in your calculator 5 factorial. Evaluate it and tell me what you get, please.
It's 120.
It's 120. So 5 factorial is 120. Now, if you don't know how to if you don't know how to access the
It's basically 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5.
very good, my sir. I'm so proud of you.
Oh,
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you, Chevy.
so that's
Um,
common knowledge.
bad mind. But even though Chevy, you know that I'm not even saying anything to you now because I hear say you made zero effort to find me today, right? So
Sure,
Yes.
that is a lie from the pit of hell.
so I'm not ready to take you on yet. All right, Chevy. I will take you on at another time, right? Zero effort I heard. All right, let's go. But that's a healthy attempt, Chev. Very nice. I love that. So my factorial notation, that 120 is really saying to you that it's 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. That's what 5 factorial is. 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. If we evaluate 3 factorial, 3 factorial is 3 times 2 times 1, which is equal to 6.
Yeah.
And if we're to evaluate 4 factorial, it's 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And that is going to be equals to 24.
24.
All right. So that's what the factorial notation is. Now, just imagine before we have scientific calculators and, you know, persons were working out the factorials, that they would have to sit down and multiply all of this by hand.
Mm. Wow.
Hmm. So really and truly, you all have life somewhat easier than what we had to go through.
A matter of fact, sir,
Hmm.
we never have to. All right, one of us say that because, but yeah, go. One of us say, sir.
I mean, you can't say it,
Trust
you know, okay?
me.
You've said it. You've said so many other things, but no. On a serious note, though, I remember when I was doing additional math for my additional math exam, I, 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 I was, I had what do you call it? I had an adding machine,
Mm-hmm.
and what was used was when you're doing like the trigonometry now and you wanted your your 3 figure and your 4 figure tables and so forth, you have to go into a book to find those values. So you see, like when you go on your calculator and can find sine inverse or cosine inverse and tangent inverse, we did not have those luxury of using the computer to get, I mean, the calculator to get those. We had to use um the 3 figure logbook and so forth. So if you're finding the logarithm of something, I said that I was going to look for that book and show my students, um, because I should have it still. If you're finding the logarithm of a number, or you're finding the exponential, we just did an exponential question. If we're finding e to the -1, we had to go into a book to look for e to the -1 and write that value down. That's where we're coming from. Trust me. I remember when I got my scientific calculator, I was in a particular form. Won't tell you what form because it won't date me. And the truth is, I was one of very few students in my class that owned a scientific calculator. So it's not too far long ago that the technology has improved in such a way where you can evaluate your integrals and your differentials on your calculators, right? So this is what the factorial notation is. Now, what if, and I'm going to ask you to do this for me, as I do know, I'm going to ask you to evaluate um 5 factorial over 3 factorial 2 factorial. All of you, go ahead and evaluate that for me, please.
Yes. Sure.
Hmm.
Why make it easy? Just you should have just low it this so where you put
No,
that
no, but
part.
you are doing yours, and I am doing mine the long way. And we're going to
But
see who
me
first
I
can finish.
see yours.
No, don't
Me
look on the
no
screen.
want.
Don't look on the screen. Don't look on the screen. And Kilo, did you eat lunch today?
No, sir.
That's why. That's why you got that. All right. So do me a favor. Do you have a natural display calculator? I think I know what the problem is. You have a natural display calculator?
Yes, sir.
All right. So put the 5 factorial in the numerator,
Mm-hmm.
and then put 3 factorial in parentheses and the other 2 factorial in parentheses, and then 10 multiply for the answer.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, man.
All right, so you win 10.
Good job. All right. Is there anyone in the class that didn't get the 10?
Sir, my syntax error.
Me,
You getting syntax
sir.
error?
Me, sir. I didn't get 10.
What you got?
I'm joking.
Okay. Um, Alex, you got a syntax error?
No, sir, me.
I,
No.
it's
Oh,
the
go again, Chevy.
No, I got the syntax error.
I'm saying how? What? All right.
I
Work with this.
think
Go ahead.
it's I think it's how he's putting it in the you'll have to separate the three factorial and two factorial. Use enclose them in wait, there's something name. What
Parentheses
the
or brackets.
bracket? Yeah, parentheses. It's like it. So 5 over blah, blah, blah.
Try that again,
So
Chevy, and let me know if you get it, please.
Okay, it works, sir.
All right, good job. Right. Now, the reason I am doing this because you need to know how to use a calculator. You may very well get a question like this, and multiple choice or otherwise. So you need to know what is happening here. Okay, fine. So you all know how to use the factorial notation. Is there anyone in the class who is uncomfortable with the factorial notation?
nope,
Okay,
no.
all right. So everyone is comfortable using the factorial notation. All right. Now, I'm going to introduce two other notations to you. And this one I'm going to call combination notation. And this is C. Now, look for me above the multiplication sign to see if you see something says NCR.
Patient sign. It's right beside the factorial from the same factorial.
It's beside the factorial. Strange. Hmm.
Sir,
Sir,
remember you have a
sir,
different calculator.
I the cheap calculator may work. It's all right beside there today.
Why you saying cheap? It's not my calculator isn't cheap.
No, mine, a
Yeah,
dollar
yeah,
twenty
chef,
for
if you
mine.
So
wish calculator cheap.
So let me
Yeah,
ask you.
where you say there about the multiplication?
No, I am thinking it's above the multiplication, but I'm hearing that it's not there.
No, the
no,
division
sir,
from my
remember
calculator.
you have natural display and whatnot. I
Sir,
have a
yeah,
Casio.
sir, you have Texas Instruments, sir. All right, don't I'll cash you, me get mine.
All right. So let me ask you, where do you find your NCR button?
Mine is right beside the factorial button, which is the x minus x raised negative one.
Same for me.
And tell me the brand tell me the model calculator Casio what? FX
Sir,
115 ES?
no, sir, stock mark
FXX.
FC.
Oh, sir.
What is it?
Continue, service.
Sir, mine's the FC 82 MS.
Oh, that's the blue calculator, the full blue one.
Sir,
Yeah,
so
man.
mine is FX82 MS. So I
Oh.
guess yeah.
And anybody
Chevy,
has
I
anybody
use
anybody
Chevy,
in
I
the
use
class
the national version of this.
anybody has a FX 115 ES they're using in the class? Casio? Well, Chevy, me not gonna come to your defense, cause me here say you never take no effort for look for teacher today. Right? So me not picking a side today. Ah, that's true, Alex. But the other one, it's not a Kenko last time.
Oh my gosh.
Which one was it? It wasn't a Kenko. Which one it was last semester?
Miss Chin.
Oh, oh God.
You see all you, Nikki? Me not pay you no money, no, Nikki. Nikki, what kind of calculator you have? You don't dare laugh. What kind of calculator you have, Nikki? Come, unmute and tell teacher.
My one very, very cheap, you know. Cause
Great
500
name.
I pay for it.
Oh my God,
China
take them.
one.
Jesus,
So
please.
I'm not favorite target work the same.
No, me ask you. So you use a pen light battery in yours?
Yes, sir.
No. Oh my gosh.
Nikki, say God no.
Sir,
Sir, I'm
all
not
right.
ashamed for
Okay.
target work the same and every function upon it same way. And the same place where Maya find hers, it's the same place mine is.
Oh my
What will
God.
find mine?
Right beside the X and the negative one at the top.
Nikki,
Oh.
no, Nikki, your name good enough. But I forgot correct that, Nikki. You have good name. No, Nikki.
Sir,
Sir,
nobody load up the
please.
thing, man,
The,
sir.
it's a work. The only somebody one now work so good is Chevron, and I him admit that. So
Oh
I
my
him need to
goodness.
come up.
No, man.
I him to come up.
I'm gonna write to Casio and I'm gonna beg them. I'm gonna say, "Do please, my students are
Him
using
deserve it.
Kenko and pen and pen and double A battery and no, I'm gonna write to them. I'm praying to God that they respond to me favorably and send me some calculators so I can come and distribute some calculators to you guys.
Yes,
I
sir.
am going
Mm-hmm.
to write to them. I don't care if you're in third year or fourth year and soon leave. I'm going to write to them. I am going to write to Casio
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to beg them some calculators. And if I get it, I am going to distribute to you guys. When I can't come and go teach a class and carry this a chain
No.
calculator. No, sir. All right, come, let's go. All right, so you
Sir.
have, yes, please.
You know, I was contacting you in regards to the session we were having, planned, and so because of that, you are at the stage of making that arrangement.
Did you check your email, Daniel?
Yeah, I checked my email, and I responded to your email previously.
Oh, I didn't see that response, but I responded to yours.
Mhm.
Right. I was hoping that you'd have emailed me from Wednesday. So when you emailed me, when the email came in today, I was in a class from 11 o'clock until 3 o'clock. So I couldn't do anything.
Oh, I see. But
Okay.
that tells you that I was aligned with the timing aspect of it.
Okay, I hear you.
Hmm.
All right, then cool. So let me get it from you now, students. Are you able or were you able to find the NCR and the NPR? Can you identify those two buttons on the calculator now?
Yes, sir. Yes.
All right,
Yes,
all right,
sir.
great. So I'm gonna formulate a question that I want you to just. It's nothing too difficult. I just going to give you something and ask you to evaluate it using the calculator. I just want you to get um accustomed to the operations of the calculator, how to maneuver the calculator and manipulate it. So this is it. I'm gonna ask you to do um
Oh, sir. So
yes, please.
hold on.
Uh-huh.
So how it is actually written is the C and the P is like um uh ra- the N and R is like subscripts and superscripts for those.
Um no. So 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 the NCR
Mhm.
is it's really it's really us. Okay. All right. So let me just give you in a nutshell what it is. So think of it this way. I have I have 5 members in the office. And I'm trying to find out in how many ways am I allowed to form a committee of 3 persons using the 5 members of the team? In how many ways am I allowed to formulate a committee consisting of 3 people on that committee? And this is what we're going to be doing now. I want you to put on your calculator, you're going to put 5, then you're going to press the NCR button, and then you're going to press 3, and then press equal and tell me what you get.
10.
Very good.
Yes. 10.
Now, what I want you to recognize, I was very deliberate when I wrote the question earlier, 5 factorial over 3 factorial, 2 factorial.
So
So,
hold on there. Repeat what you said earlier. 5, then
Right.
1 and 1.
Then
so 5, then NCR, then 3.
and NCR is what is on the calculator. The
And NCR is what is on the calculator. Right.
Mhm.
So I'm saying, what I'm
Mhm.
saying to you, Maya, is there are 10 ways I can do that selection. Now, I am saying to you,
Good evening, sir. Just a question. For
go ahead, please.
the NPR, what's the P word? I'm not understanding.
Permutation.
Right. Yeah.
Permutation.
Permutation.
You have an
Permutation.
excuse, sir, and infant right
Go
here.
away.
What's
Go
P?
away, Alex.
P
So you know, some ended up or the same question I'm going to ask, you know.
Sir, I never
I
said
was
nothing.
getting there as well, but
Astenil, is what is starting
Sir,
Astenil?
don't call me name, sir. You
Come
don't
on.
start nothing.
No.
I didn't know what it was and I needed to
Astenil,
ask.
you're supposed to be my, what them call it, BFF? You're
you're
supposed to
supposed
be.
to ask,
I
yeah.
am, but I
Time
needed
ever
to
right
know.
madness.
What you mean? Sir, just write
No.
it down and not curse him because it's not going to make a difference.
You know, I bet you never had a good lunch today. That's a problem.
I had a great lunch. That is the problem.
All right. So that's a permutation notation. All right. So do me a favor now. Do me a favor. So the C is going to be combination and the P is going to be permutation. So we've just worked out the combination and we got 10. We just worked out the combination and we got 10. Now I want you to do for me the permutation and put P 5P3 and tell me what you get.
60.
60 would be correct. So it's going to be 5, then NPR, comma, then 3. So everybody got 60?
Yes.
Is there anybody in the class that didn't get 60 at all?
No.
Okay.
I don't
So
know.
I am not going to do the one with the 60, but what I'll do is, since the other one there's 10, I'm going to attempt to show you how what come about with the 10. All right? So let us say, for example, even though this is not really part of what it is that I'm supposed to be doing, but because the question is asked, let me go ahead and illustrate it. So say I have A, B, C, D, E, and those are the members in the organization. And I want to create a committee with 3 people. I want 3 people on the committee. Hold on, mommy. So I'm gonna do a combination. I'm gonna do something there. So what is it I'm gonna say is Ha ha ha. Say A, a B, and a C. And then I'm going to have a B, and a D. Or I'm going to have a B, and a E. Or I'm going to have a B, a C, a D. Or a B, a C, and a E. Or I'm going to have a C, a D, E. What else can I have? Can I have a C, D? Yes, I can have a C, a D. I can have um, a B, a D,
A
and an
C
E.
E.
Say it
A
again.
C E. A C E.
I have several, sir.
A,
Yeah,
C, E.
yeah.
One
A D
more.
E. A D E.
A, D, E.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
yes, yes.
Anything else?
A B D. Oh, you have A B D already. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so watch me now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those are the 10 options that I can possibly have.
Well, you can have more, but
How? Tell
mhm.
me.
Let's go
Because for
again.
the first letter, you would
Mm-hmm.
have another set of 5 combinations with the first letter. So you haven't used D yet.
Mm-hmm. So to go through everything, you'll have to go through everything to get like you can go through every letter. Start.
Okay,
Sir,
I'm
yeah,
happy.
you can get more. You can get more.
I can't get any more with this, but I can get more with the permutation, because you know what is it? What is it? I was waiting for somebody to say it. So I'm here in the comments, but I'm waiting for somebody to say it. You see, in the combination, order is important, because you see all of these 10 that I have, all of these 10 will be in the permutation. But you see, the number one, we have ABC. I can have ACB, which will be a different committee, and I can have BAC, which is a different committee, and I can have a CBA, which is a different committee. You follow me?
Yes, sir.
Right. So yes, I can have other combinations, but when you talk about the combination or other arrangements, but when you're talking about the combination, order is important. Order is important. So let us look at committee one. Committee one, we have ABC. For the combination, it can only be ABC. But for the permutation, it could be ABC, it could be ACB, it could be BAC, it could be CBA or CAB. All right? So
Sir,
that's
hold on, sir.
go ahead.
One second. Sir, so you say for the combination,
Order is
um,
important.
yeah, order is important. You
Uh-huh.
can have different arrangements, but no, I'm not get that part, this
So,
sir.
so what I'm saying to you is committee one, ABC. For the combination,
Yes,
it can only be
yes.
ABC. But for the
Mhm.
permutation, I could have ABC, I could have ABC, I could have ACB, I could have
Oh,
BAC, I could have BCA, I could have CAB, I could have CBA. Yeah. So
okay. Wait, don't go as yet. Let me just process this. Let me just process this. So, what I'm seeing here for
mhm.
the permutation, you can arrange them in different order, but the difference with over the combination is still have to follow.
Specific
So
order.
if yes, so
Hmm.
if that letter, say for example, we finish with A, we can go back to I don't see A being repeated in when you start using B,
Very
and I
good.
don't see B start being repeated when you start with C.
Very
So
good.
that's what you mean.
Very good.
Okay.
Very good.
All right, this look
So
like people sets.
people who?
This just look like big people sets.
It is more, and to be honest with you, I'm a little surprised that you didn't know about this before, because this should really be on. You should have done this in prob and stats, looking at permutation and combination, because I'm almost sure on any statistics syllabus you should have your permutation and your combination there. But yes, sometimes never did that. Okay,
Never.
sometimes never mind. Sometimes when you're doing the formation of your committee, you may not want um one committee to have the same people. So
Right.
you may have two members at most, but you may have a different voice. So like committee one, you have ABC. Committee two, you may have ABD, which is a new person. Committee three, you may have ABE, which is a different somebody. All right. And then the other one, we have ACD. So at no point in time will you have the same members on that committee in a different order. You won't have that. But for the permutation, and that's why I only said that more because of the question you asked, because really this is prob and stats and I don't need to get there. But in order for you to not have this question lingering in your head so that it prevents you from fully understanding what I'm saying, I'm giving the explanation. This is why for your permutation, when you evaluate your permutation, you are getting 60 options, because you have many more ways of doing this sort of arrangements, right? Many more ways. So you have 60 different ways. I don't need to write out the 60. Already I only use ABC. And already from the ABC I was able to get 2, 4, 5 more. So I have 6 in total. That's a 6 alone. All right. And if you look at it, if ABC can give me 6 options, do you think that number 2 will give me another 6 options?
Number 2.
ABD. Don't you think ABD will give me another 6 options?
Yes, sir.
Do you think that number 3 will give me another 6 options?
Oh, so what I asked now. Yeah, yes, sir.
And 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and
See you,
10 will give me
sir.
6. Right.
Yep,
So 10 times 6 is
60.
60. So each of these options under the permutation will give me 6 other options. So what I'm saying to you, that's why the permutation will have a total of 60, right? The combination has a total of 10. So for each option under the combination, I can get 6 options on the permutation. So since I got 10 options for combination, and each option gives me 6 other options on the permutation, 10 times 6 is 60. That's why I have 60 for the permutation. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, man. So if I'm not going to ask you to do it because you don't need to do it, you're not going to get any questions asking you to explain permutation and combination. You may be asked to calculate it, and you just want to calculate and do it. But I'm explaining what it is that we're doing so that, based on the question that Moya asked. So let me just finish off this conversation on it. I'm saying to you, when I'm evaluating the combination, the combination is saying to me, I can't repeat. I can't repeat my members. Yes, I can repeat 2 persons, or 2 people, but I can't repeat the whole thing. Let me let me say something. Let me say something. I know. Let me say no. It's a true. Me know. Miss Nicole, I tell you who can disagree with me from before. Aston is going to disagree with me. Um, Nicole is going to disagree with me. Moya for sure is going to disagree. So
Why for sure?
I don't think Queen are going to disagree with me, but them 3 and Chevy. And Chevy, 4 of them are going to disagree with me. Let me ask you a question now. Oh Jesus. I mean, no Astonil and Moya in particular are going to disagree. So
Right.
let me ask you. Say Mary Jane yesterday wore a blouse, a skirt, and a slip-on shoes to work. But the following day, Mary Jane wore a different blouse, what appears to be the same skirt and the same shoes. Do you think Mary Jane almost wear the same thing yesterday and wear today?
Sir, that's just me. I gotta disagree with you.
Yeah.
Almost doesn't count.
Almost don't count.
Yes.
Right.
All right then, good. So let me ask you a question now. Then suppose Maya and Chevy, who never
Wow.
wanted to see me today, came to Exit and saw me in a white shirt, a black pants, and a black pair of shoes. And then now, next week, Monday, today is Thursday. Next week, Monday, them come to school again. And guess
I'm
what?
so happy for
It
seeing
so
that.
happened that I'm in. so happened
A
that I decide.
uniform.
I'm not gonna say
Astanil,
uniform.
be honest and be true to yourself. And it so happened that the following Monday you come to school and you're looking for Mr. Shand, and Mr. Shand is in the same white shirt, the same black pants, and the same pair of shoes. What would come to your mind?
How am I going to know it's the same? It could just simply
I
be a
think stay
uniform.
poor.
All right. So this is what it is. So that's exactly what it is. You know, it's something that when I used to do like the emceeing of the different programs at the college, because I'm going to be in the spotlight, I always try to find a picture of what it is that I wore last year graduation, so that I don't go in the closet and take out the same thing, because people can say, but I'm not that thing they wear last year, right? This is
Sir,
exactly
yeah,
what,
get up in our age, so I might forget.
well, all of us
Start taking pictures.
we have to. So this is what the permutation and this is what the combination is talking about. The combination is saying it doesn't matter if I wear the same suit, the same shirt, but put on a different tie. Nobody's going to recognize the tie because the tie is going to be insignificant. And even if I put on the same tie, but I wear the same shoes, but the socks is different. Me notice. Yeah, Nikki, trust me. I saw me know me like Nikki. Yeah, but guess what? All it are the same.
Answer.
Yes, please.
Right, depending on the combination and options that you have, you would have different combinations at hand for that specific purpose. So you
True.
could evaluate the combinations given the options that you have.
True, but and next man not gonna look at it out away there. And next man going to sit down and say, Jesus, then him going like him a good teacher and him can't buy clothes and not the same thing him wear. That's
Sorry,
what the
hold on
permit.
there, sir.
Go ahead, Alex.
I'm gonna let the example the way again because I can almost be certain. Say last year you wear the same blue and white shirt, the same blue and white stem shirt.
So you know, mind sharp somebody find it on the camera and show you.
Let me ask you a question. Alex, where is the answer Miss Tuesday?
Sir, I
Yeah,
see
they
you
know the
here, so you're getting
same
old,
blue and white stem shirt.
All right. So guess what now? And you are correct, but guess what? I guarantee you 100% that last year I wore that same stem shirt, which is an Excelsior shirt, with a gray pants. And I am going to tell you, Alex, I took out the gray pants to wear, and I said to myself, me now wear this gray pants, because last year this is what I wore. I remember that specifically. So you know what I wore this year? A brown
On
pants.
brown pants.
Ah,
Okay.
yeah, man.
But guess what?
So
Not the belt are the same.
no, because that was a blue belt. Last year it was a black belt.
All right, you see, become a colorblind with that, may I get the wonder.
So you're supporting the point I'm making. The permutation, somebody will say it doesn't matter the combination of things that I put on. But combination is saying it matters. So guess what? When I have 5 different garments, A, B, C, D, permutation is saying that I can get 60 different suits out of it, or 60 arrangements out of it. But combination is saying, no, sir, you don't, it's only 10 suits you can get out of that. 10 different something you can get out of that. Because we don't believe in repeating everything. You can repeat 3 of them, Two of them rather, but you can't repeat the third one. So that's what it is. In a nutshell, that's what it is. All right. Moving on from there. But you get the gist of what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
we get it.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, good. Okay. So now, so just
Mm-hmm.
remember why when you work the permutations, you are getting um a bigger number is because order is not important. Order is not important. So I can have the same three smutty on the team, ABC, ACB, BAC, BCA, CAB, CBA. It's the same smarties. It's the same smarties them on the something, but guess what? It's just in a different combination way. So, but combination is saying no.
Right.
So now that you know what that is saying, we are going to be looking now um at our McLaren's expansion. We're going to be looking at our McLaren's expansion. All right. Um. So when next you wear someone and then remember somebody when next you wear something and then somebody says to you, then none of that today where you say they said it's permutation and combination. Them not gonna know what that mean.
Oh, sir,
Them
must I
not.
say me have bleach and water and soap.
You know, I never know that you had that inside of you. You know, honestly, leave that to Moya.
Bleach water and soap, you know the one to choose. You put water first, and the rest is after. It depends on
Same
what you're
so,
doing, though.
same so. All right. So this is what is going to happen now. So we are going to be looking at the McLaren's expansion, and I'm going to give you the formulation for the McLaren's expansion. Whether or not I finished the example, I mean, it is important for me to talk to you how the formulation works, because you're not going to get the formulation on an exam, but you have to know how to manipulate the formulation. I've already gone through the factorial notations. I've already gone through the factorial notation, and I've already gone through the combination. And because I'm doing a combination, I also show you what the permutation is, because I didn't want anybody to look at the permutation and think say it's one of the, the same. So McLaren's. Oh, come on, don't do this to me now. Um,
We are almost finished with the first quarter this year, and so we still have things happening.
Lord, bless her. All right, let's go. I'm going to write the formulation for you now. So McLaren's is saying f of x. F of x is going to be equals to f of 0 plus f dash of 0 times x plus f double dash of 0 times x squared over 2 factorial plus f triple dash of 0 times x cubed over 3 factorial plus f to the fourth
What is one?
over 4 factorial. I hope you get the gist of this, plus dot dot dot
Yes, sir.
plus f to the n of 0 x to the n over n factorial.
That is it.
All right.
Yeah.
So what I want to point out, and as I said before, I'm not in the business of trying to finish off, run through the stuff and I don't understand the stuff. So let us go. So you recognize here, I want to point out some stuff. I don't even want to allow you to point it out. You notice I have f double dash my second derivative, and this is also a
Yeah.
2, and this is also a 2.
Yes.
My triple dash, 3, 3. 4, 4, 4, x to the n to the n to the n. So remember, you can't write there and then it can't make, oh, and incidentally, could I write this over 1 factorial? Right, because
Sure,
this is 1.
it will be the same as one, sir.
Very good.
Yes.
1 factorial is the same as 1. Your homework,
Right.
your homework is when you come back to class tomorrow to tell me why 1 factorial is 1.
Because one
Sir, 1 times 1, sir.
Oh, really?
1 times nothing is just one.
Sir,
Okay.
one
Would a
times
1
one
times
is
nothing be
one.
0?
That is
1
the
times
reason
nothing would
why
be
it
0.
is one.
No, it's just one. Just one. It's just one.
But
Okay.
Maya,
It's
you
just
can't
one.
say one times nothing because one
No,
times
all right,
zero is
yeah.
not
One.
one.
When I say nothing, I'm just saying you know multiply it. It's just one.
Okay. So, as I said before, tomorrow I want you to go and research it and to tell me
All right,
why
sir.
1 factorial is 1. We're not going to entertain that conversation today. I want you to go and come and explain to me why 1 factorial is 1. So this is what my
You
clients
want
are.
sir?
Go
Sir?
ahead.
Oh, all right. No, yeah. I
Right.
was going to be like, yeah, it's fine.
So what is happening? Okay. And let me ask you a question then. Quila, that was you a while ago to say that Moya can't say nothing. But Quila, I'm gonna ask the class again to explain something to me. If we are saying that this is supposed to be 1 factorial, do you agree that it's supposed to be 1 factorial?
Yes.
Okay. What's your and guess what no? Me supposed to write 1 factorial and write x.
But zero is not even.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
All
Oh,
right, so
leave me alone. So the rest of you, what this one's supposed to be then?
one
No,
is zero.
0 factorial. So
Mhm.
you are going to tell me what 0 factorial is.
One.
And you're going to give me an explanation for why 0 factorial is what 0 factorial works out to be. You all have your calculators, and I'm sure by now you'd have put in your calculator 0
All right,
factorial
sir.
and know
So
what the
you
answer
know,
is. Mhm.
so you see, because you say zero fact, because zero factorial is one, we can now give you the reason why 1 factorial is one.
Mhm.
0 times 1 is 1. So what our
What?
homework is
What? What?
actually then
No, no,
What?
no,
What? What? What?
no,
What? What? What?
Whoa,
Maya.
that's
No,
crazy.
Sir,
Maya. Can't
well,
agree
all
with
right,
that.
factorial. 0 factorial times 1 factorial is 1, sir. So now we are supposed to go and look at what 0 factorial is not, because not 1 factorial. We can leave 1 alone and just look what 0 is.
Um,
Sir,
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 keep
permission to
on,
mute
sir.
Mo's mic after what she said, sir.
I'm sorry, but I think the class has just come to an end. 0
Sir,
times 1 is how much?
no, sir. I mean, it's 0 factorial. Say, no, say the factorial me attack. No, I know 0 times 1 is 0.
Murder. Um,
Oh my God.
Clasp your hands and close your eyes. Lord, forgive Moya in Jesus' name. Amen.
Sir,
Yes, please.
well, calculating it, it is mathematically correct that 0 is the answer for factorial, 0 factorial, given the fact that the many combinations that consist in the factorial would eventually lead to 1.
Deep, but incorrect because 0 factorial is not 0. That's where you started off. So you lost me when you said that at first, because 0 factorial is not 0, and I can tell you why 0 factorial is not 0, because it means that I'd have divided f of 0 by 0, and I'm not allowed to divide by 0. If I divide anything by 0, it is undefined. And for calculus 1, we would have all known that we don't divide anything by 0, but if we get something by 0, we're going to call it indeterminate, like a 0 over
Sir,
0.
I wasn't attending to that kind of point, to that kind of aspect of it in terms of division. I was saying per se 0 factorial would consist in several numbers that would eventually lead to 1. So
All right. As I said before,
that's what's highlighted from that.
as I said before, this is going to be a homework activity. I want all of
Yes,
you to go and
sir.
tell me,
Homework.
yeah, man, why 0 factorial is 0, why 1 factorial is 1, because you know why 2 factorial is 2. And you know why 3 factorial is 6. So you are going to tell me, and I mean 1 factorial is okay. So Moya, let me just help you out with 1 factorial. So Moya said because 1 times nothing, and then Aquila said no, you can't say it like that. And I agree with Aquila because Aquila now is saying if it's 1 factorial, it's just going to be 1. Just that numeral 1. So it is easy to see that 1 factorial is 1. But how do you explain to me that 0 factorial is also 1? And that is what you're going to do for homework. But let us move on.
Sir,
Yes, please.
why yeah, give my own explanation and just say, all right, you know, mama just go and go do my homework and because man I understand is I can't get to the all, you
Right.
know.
So says the one. So says the person that 1 times 0 is. All right. Let's continue. So today's become a day, Maya. All right. So let us continue now, guys. So if you look at the Maclaren's expansion, I have f of 0. So what this is saying to me, and I want all of you to listen to what I'm saying, please. I want you to listen to what I'm saying. F of 0, my f of 0 is saying that in the given function, I am going to substitute 0 at that point and evaluate it. In my f dash of 0, when I find the first derivative, I'm going to find the first derivative at the point where x is equal to 0, times it by x, and divide by 1 factorial. At my f double dash of 0, I'm going to find the second derivative. I'm going to find the second derivative at the point where x is equal to 0. I'm going to multiply by x cubed, and I'm going to divide by 3 factorial. At the point f of 4, I'm going to find the fourth derivative. I'm going to find the fourth derivative at the point where x equals 0. I'm going to be multiplying that by x to the 4th power divided by 4 factorial, and so forth and so on. Hear me out. The question will say to you, use Maclaren's expansion to find or to expand this function up to and including the term x to the 5th. That means, say, you have to go to find f of 0, f dash of x, f double dash of x, f triple dash of x, f to the 4th dash of x, and f to the 5th dash of x. Why, sir? Because if they want x to the 5, it means that you have to go to the 5th derivative. If they want x to the 4th, it means that you have to go to the 4th derivative. If they want x to the 3rd, that means you have to go to the 3rd derivative. Whatever power that you're going to be in, that's the number of derivative that you're going to go into. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Good
Sir,
job.
so this is the formula, but it does not mean that we'll always go up to that big old long somewhere we have right here.
It don't have to, and sometimes it can go even further. So 6 and 1 half does another order. Yeah. All right. So
Sir,
let
can you
us.
scroll up a bit, please? I need to see.
Sure.
Stop it, man. Sir, did you scroll?
Mm-hmm.
Where did you scroll to?
Yes, I must go up a little bit.
I didn't see anything move on my end.
Yeah, man. Move,
Oh, you
move.
can rejoin up at the top, Asanil, where it's following pause or so. You can just click rejoin on like a blue button.
I see. No, that's not where I wanted to scroll to. I want to see the McLaren.
Okay.
No, but
Okay.
choose her scroll. That's why you know see same scroll.
Yeah, I seen it now because I
Okay.
pressed the rejoin thing. All right, sir.
All right. Big up yourself. All right. So I know we're not able to finish it, but I want to start it and then ask you to continue with it for me for tomorrow's session. And let's go. So for example, so the example says, use Maclaurin's theorem to expand 1 over x plus 1 up to and including the term x to the fifth power. X to the fifth power. All right? Now, based on the Maclaurin's expansion, I must evaluate f of 0. So what I'm going to do is to let f of x be equals to 1 over x plus 1. So I'm going to let f of x be equals to 1 over x plus 1. So look at what I'm going to say to you. So therefore, I must find f of 0 because Maclaurin's expansion is saying that I must have my f of 0 as well. So 1, f of 0 is going to be equals to 1 over 0 plus 1, which is the same thing as 1 over 1, which is equals to 1. So my f of 0 is going to be equals to 1. I've evaluated the first part of my Maclaurin's. I've evaluated the first part of my Maclaurin's. All right? So now I'm going to evaluate the second derivative. The second derivative. So recall f of x is equals to 1 over x plus 1. Therefore, f dash of x is going to be equals to the denominator times the differentiation of the numerator. When I differentiate a constant, I get 0.
0.
Minus the numerator times the differentiation of the denominator. When I differentiate the denominator, what do I get?
1.
All over the denominator square.
Quotient rule, right?
So like
Quotient rule.
quotient, yeah.
That is it.
Right? So remember, what we're doing is application to differentiation. And I'm saying to your students, this is not hard. You just have to be patient. So you can work and twerk it out. All right, let's go. Watch me.
Yes, sir. Question.
Mm-hmm.
All right. In relation to x plus 1, to actually trace it, the origin where it actually originated, because there is no variable beside 1 when it is at its initial state, not differentiated, x plus 1 seemingly just appear for no given justification of it.
That's the question?
Right.
I didn't hear the question though.
All right. The question is, where do you get x plus 1, given the fact that as the equation is, when you found x of 0 equals to 1 over 0
Daniel,
plus
we're using
1.
the quotient rule, bro. Using the
Oh, it's
quotient
just the
rule.
quotient rule. Okay. So that's the
So,
format of it.
so the amount of
Yes, sir.
the quotient rule.
Yes, sir. The denominator times the differentiation of the numerator minus the numerator times the differentiation of the denominator over the denominator squared. So what you have to do, Daniel, is go back to them long time quotient rule that I would have given you. And just make sure so you remember how to do the different rules.
Yeah, man, I understand from here.
Right, good
But
job.
follow your advice, yeah.
Right. So it's the denominator times the differentiation of the numerator minus the numerator times the differentiation of the denominator all over the denominator squares. Look at what is happening. All of this. Uh-oh. I'm afraid to tell us that the pen stopped working. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Come back. All of that goes to 0. And now I'm left with negative 1 over x plus 1 all squared. So this is what it has reduced to. It has reduced to why did I call that the second derivative? Isn't it the first derivative? We're not even paying attention to something.
Me
Sure.
that one that we know.
Sure.
But yeah.
Yeah, so that's the first derivative. So so I'm gonna have I know I can say f dash of 0 because remember we're following the formula, you know. So we're evaluating
Yeah.
everything in the formula so we can put it. So we need to find f dash of 0. So now that we find f dash of x, this is going to be equals to negative 1 over 0 plus 1 all square, which works out to be negative 1 over 1 squared is 1, which equals to negative 1. So f dash of 0 is going to be equals to negative 1. So f of 0 was 1. F dash of 0 is negative 1. What do we now need to find?
We need to find f
Double dash of 0.
Very good. We need to find f double dash of 0. So now we're going to find the second D-E-R-I-V-A-T, the second derivative. And I think I'm going to end at the second derivative. So recall, I'm going to recall this. I'm recalling that f dash of x is equals to negative 1 over x plus 1 all square. So now f double dash of x is going to be equals to the denominator times the differentiation of the numerator, which is
0
minus the numerator minus a negative 1 times the differentiation of the denominator. When I differentiate the denominator, I'm going to get 2 times x
2
plus 1
times
to the
x plus
first
1.
times
Yeah.
what?
1.
Good job. Good job. All over what?
The denominator squared.
all of that in squared.
X plus 1 squared.
X plus 1 squared. Because it's a denominator squared, don't?
So I forgot. Sir, a 50 mark they may get on the exam.
No, ma'am. All right.
Sir, this is a 30 mark question.
Yeah, at best.
No, it's a 60 mark question. So look at what is happening now. All of that goes to 0. What I'm left with now is going to be, when I multiply two negative numbers, I get a positive number. So this is going to be negative, that's going to be positive 1, or actually 2, x plus 1 over x plus 1 to the 4th power. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
All of that will cancel into that and leave 3. So this is going to give me now 2 over x plus 1 to the 3rd power. So I am going to now, having completed my differentiation, I'm going to now find f double dash of 0.
Sir, pause. You say all of what is going to cancel into what?
Look at the
Oh,
last
yeah,
line.
yeah.
Right.
Yes.
That x plus 1 to the first. Good. So now f double dash of 0 is going to be equals to 2 over 0 plus 1 to the third power, which works out to be 2 over 1, which is equals to 2. So that piece, f double dash of 0 is going to be equals to 2. Right? So remember now, I'm not doing anything more now. Or if you want, I can do one more because I have 4 minutes left, so I can do one more. So remember, the question says we need to go up to x to the 5th power. So to go up to x to the 5th power, I have to do this differentiation 5 times. So that's how you know how many times you're supposed to do the differentiation. It says up to and including the term x to the 5th. I've only gone to the second derivative. So now that I know what the second derivative, I'm going to do the third derivative. So I'm going to do the third derivative. I'm going to recall for you that f double dash of x is equal to negative 1 over, no, f double dash of x is 2 over x plus 1 cube. So f triple dash of x is going to be equal to the denominator, x plus 1 to the third, times the differentiation of the numerator, 0, minus the numerator, 2, times the differentiation of the denominator, which is going to be 3 times x plus 1 to the second power times the differentiation of inside the parentheses, which is 1, all over the denominator square. X plus 1 cube square. Then, sir, like with cube already, we have to still square it? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So now, you would again recall 0 times anything is 0. So that gone. That gone. So this works out now to be 326 negative 6 times x plus 1 cube, square, all over x plus 1 to the 6th power. Let me just recall something here. Recall a to the m raised to the nth power is going to be equal to a to the m times n. So I don't want anybody to say x plus 1 to the third, all raised to the second power is x plus 1 to the 5th. No, please. It is being multiplied. So a to the m raised to the nth power is going to be equal to a to the m times n. Every time. Got me?
Sir, say that again
Yeah.
one more.
So it's
A to
being
the m,
multiplied, not added.
right. A to the m raised to the nth power is going to be equal to a to the m times n. A to the m times n. I am multiplying, not adding. All right. So look at what happens here now. I want all of you to look at this. What happens here now is that the two of them 1 year, when go into the 6 and the 4.
Well, answer, pause.
Mm-hmm.
The recall you said equal to what?
A to the m raised to the nth power is going to be equal to a to the mn.
Okay. Sir, take time and write, please.
Sure. You know what I'm going to start doing?
Thank
I'm going to
you.
write on paper.
No, you can write on this, but when you write on flash, it forms its own thing.
Okay, ma'am. I hear you, pumpkin. I hear you.
So when you write on paper, how it will benefit you?
I'll just take a
Or
picture and
whether.
just upload it.
That now make sense.
Sir,
All
we
right.
used to the
Not
hieroglyphics now, sir.
concern.
I forgive
As much
you.
as we complain about the bad writing on this board, we have to just
And you know,
Better
I can guarantee you, Moya, that none of your other lecturers write as nice
I
as this.
suppose it's another
than
language that needs to be taught in the college.
Moya, I
Oh,
promise
God.
you that they're not
So
even
it
using the
not really
technology I am
matter who
using.
them want right. We're talking about your writing. It matter, it no matter.
It's all right, man. It's all right. Me not have nothing to say. It's all right. Pick on me day today. Remember, you know, there's still plan for us to go to Port Royal, you know. And Port Royal has a pier.
Mm-hmm. So what gonna happen?
Sir, fully
And then
funded by you, of course. Fully funded by you, of course.
all right. So you have to be nice to me no more because to the left and the right of the pier is water.
I can swim.
All right, then cool, you win.
Mm-hmm.
You win. All right, let's go, guys. So this is going to now be equals to -6 over x plus 1 to the fourth power. So f triple dash of 0 is going to be -6 over 0 plus 1 to the fourth power. And that implies -6 over 1, which is equals to -6. So f triple dash of 0 is equals to -6. So for homework, you are going to do for me f to the fourth and f to the fifth. And then when you do all of that, you're going to substitute it into the formula and just try and get your answer out. And then this is where we're going to start tomorrow, God's willing. Fair enough? I just have one quick thing to ask you, or just one quick statement to make. But are we okay with this?
Yes,
Moya,
sir.
can you capture this whiteboard for me, please, my dear?
Yes, I am doing so.
All right, good. Just one thing I want to say to you. This morning, last night rather, when my head was popping, I looked on my social media feed and saw the sad news of the young man who was slapped in his head with a chair. And then I was really praying and hoping that everything would be fine. And then this morning when I got up and heard that he died, it left a void inside of me.
Wait, now
And
wait a second.
it happened yesterday at Orcharias High. Students, let me tell you
Oh, sir,
something.
that's what happened.
Huh?
Oh, that's what
Yeah,
happened.
them go
Because
too
I saw
That's
far.
the
what
news,
happened.
but I didn't saw the extent. Okay.
Yeah, man. So apparently there was a fight.
People used to show about.
There was a fight the Tuesday in Orcharias town. And then, fight of course clearly done because people got them yard. And then clearly one person must decide, say, it not really done yet until me say it done. And the young man apparently was standing in a class, and the other one just took a metal chair and swung it and gave him one lick in the back of his head, opened up his stingy bob, and what the news said, he bled out. Students, let me tell you something.
All right, so what was the repercussion for the
I have no clue.
perpetrator?
I have no clue, and I don't want to give my comments here because I am being recorded. And
All right.
every time I say it, I have to be reminded that I am a Christian. But students, I'm only saying this to you because I'm a teacher in a classroom, not because we meet online, but these are our realities. These are our realities, and it is really sad. Today, just before your class, I was on social media again, and the father was being interviewed by CVM, and the father says, "My son again no trouble. Are three things my son do. Him dep on him phone, him go to school, and him watch TV. The boy not give me no talking. And to know that him send him son go to school, and then him son a go leave school in a body bag, it is painful. Painful. So students, I don't know.
Some fight no work it.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know how to resolve our differences. And guess what? I'm saying this to you, being mindful that you have another class to go to, that sometimes we may not take the extreme, But we in our work environment, and somebody this way, and we decide so we're gonna malice them, and then you go to work and you're not talking to this person, and it really tantamounts to the same thing. It creates a very toxic environment, one where it's not conducive for work. When you see the person, you're gonna make up a face, and it takes so much energy out of you. You have high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, and all the other maladies because you have up this person in your heart and in your craw. When will we be able to
Sir,
resolve our issues? Yes, sir.
what you're lamenting about, it is reality indeed. A sore one because in truth and in fact, they are aware of their misgivings, and
Mm-hmm.
yet still they just decide to go on the road that will sick them in the long run, and they don't care. And they look at what they did and white the lip.
Because what I'm saying to you now, Daniel, is this young man, he will have to keep his record, depending on how it could be second degree. I don't think it's going to be first degree. More than likely, it's going to be second degree murder. He will have to spend some time behind bars. He will have to spend some time behind bars, and it depends. It depends on how egregious it could have been, how long the situation was going on, whatever, how long the feud was going on. He may get 5 years. He may get 15 years. He may get 20 years. As a 17-year-old, he's going to miss out on those many years of his life.
Sir, he's probably gonna go to family court, you know. They're not gonna
Possibly.
so
No man, but hold on. No man. At 17, they
at
can try him
17,
as an
sir.
but they can try him as an adult.
I don't think
Exactly.
Jamaica has that in place.
Huh?
I don't think
Sir,
Jamaica
They
has that.
do.
They do.
They do.
Peter, I'm telling you,
just
it
remember
depends also. It depends also, Peter. It depends also when his 18th birthday is going to be. All right?
Oh, so they'll just
Having
round up.
Absolutely. And having worked in that sector, I can tell you, there are some 17-year-olds that are being tried as an adult. And especially I'm saying to you, if for example, when they interview students and if they look at CC video camera so forth and so on, whatever it is, and say for example he had a weapon with him, they can charge him as an adult. The point I'm making is I'm not a lawyer nor a judge or whatever. The point I'm making is oftentimes we don't think of our actions. And this young man just gave up pretty much anywhere between 10 and 20 years of his life. Just like that. And there are we have to walk away. There are times when you walk away, people may say, "Sure, you're an idiot, man, or you're a fool," and so forth and so on. But yes, let them call you idiot and let them call you fools, right? So, it is just rough. I say this to say to you because we this is our reality this is my reality as a teacher. This is your reality as a student, and this is our reality together as we work in an environment where we can get along with other people. But students,
Hey, sir,
yes, sir.
sir, and it shows the precedence,
Mm-hmm.
shows the precedence of the fact that you should be mindful of who you entertain in your circle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is crucial because of the fact that persons are naturally provocative
Mm-hmm.
and they do not mind to feed them with gaslighting if they will. They will just allow you, and at the end, because they are cunning, they will do what they have planned to do from the onset.
And that's why I'm saying it is easy. Well, it's not easy, but we should learn how to walk away. Why I pick fight with you? Just walk away. Nobody go say no hot word because that's what they want you to do. They want you to say another hot word for trigger something. Just walk away. It happens in marriages. It happens in your own relations with your siblings and with your other family members and with co-workers and with your neighbors. And so it takes two to quarrel. Nobody with it.
So,
Walk away.
so
But
sometimes
anyway,
even when you're giving up, they'll insist on it. Look at the gas station event the other day with the lady.
and
The
this is the
lady's
point I'm making.
workplace.
Which is the point I'm making. So it never ends, right? It never ends. And then no one is going to say, as social media is saying, should we contribute to her medical expense when it is that she called it upon herself? And you're going to hear so, oh, you're not Christian and we're not this and we're not that. But come on, man. Walk away, no? Because if that person had walked away, Peter, she would have been okay. She would
Exactly.
have been okay. Right? And then no, and then we need to, and I mean, if she does not get any help, very soon. Go ahead, Crosswell.
It reminds me of like, yeah, it reminds me of when I used to go to Excelsior Primary. The time I used to work over the cafeteria side. And
Hmm.
there was a time the youth would fight like some big fight over there, and teacher would
Hmm.
have just dropped it.
I'm telling you, it is rough. I'm telling you,
Next year.
guys. My final comment that I'll make before I send you off is: any day, I'm telling you this, any day I have to get into a quarrel or a physical altercation with a student, is the last day I teach. I will tell the student gladly, you win, sir, or ma'am, you win. Big up your good self. I'm gone. I am gone. I am gone. We in Jamaica need to get back to a place and a point where we can love each other. There is no love. The other day we had the fire something in Westmoreland. No, in a Orchards, a life was taken in a school. Come on, man. Anyhow, guys, big up on yourself. I see you tomorrow. I really hope that we can um fully get this question on your own, the rest of it, and we can just ventilate this topic so we don't have to spend so much time on this one, because this one is really not bad. This is the end of this topic, as a matter of fact. All we have to do is to differentiate and find it at the point of zero, and then move on with the differentiation as many times as the question asks us to do. And that's it. Big up on yourself. We'll talk tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Bye bye.
All right, take care. Bye bye, guys.
All right, nailed it.
All right, cool.
never heard that word from Apple before. I thought when it was the code name, I would have said it's called the MacBook, but no, it's actually MacBook. And the basics are this: it is a 13-inch laptop powered by the A Pro chip.